See your true colors.
For a lot of people, purple hair is the epitome of beauty.
Beautiful.
When you see a guy, a girl, a person, or a squirrel with purple hair trimmed in a nice little bowl cut, you instantly think, wow.
Wow.
How unique. I've never seen beauty like this before.
Wow.
What a euphoric intellectual serving me this cappuccino latte. How lucky I am to be graced by the gods that tickle thy ocular cortex to thy very bone. This is beauty. Don't believe me? This is international pop star Katy Perry on the red carpet. And this is her with supple purple locks just dangling from her head just 1 month later. One makes you boing, the other don't. But why is this? Why is one so much more radiant and attractive to humans than the other? Science believes that purple hair actually helps stimulate the brain's neuroreceptors due to the fact that the purple part of the light spectrum has the most electromagnetic radiation visible to the human eye. So much so that it borders the region called ionizing radiation zone. And this particular zone comes in high energy waves like X-rays and the shite that made up the Hulk. It can affect molecules like DNA, which can in turn affect your whole body lass. But it doesn't just work externally for our eyes, nah, it works internally too. The milligrays of bonus radiation of purple hair dye actually seep into the brainstem through the hair follicles like waves in the ocean. And it makes the person or squirrel hotter and more unique than was thought physically possible due to the glowing effect of, well, more radiation being present in the body. And that gives you this, which then gives you this, and then that gives you this.
Mina Mongoose from the Sonic Archie comics. How could you go wrong with a girl who looks like this?
Wow.
She could run nearly as fast as Sonic, and she went from being a freedom fighter to being a pop star singer. Who could top someone who has long mauve hair?
You can't. You just fucking can't. Our brains see things that glow and expel heat as incredibly attractive.
Wow.
That's why the beauty industry works so hard to get your skin to glow and get your lips nice and spicy. Because humans are attracted to glowy hot things they is. But isn't radiation bad, you might be asking? Can't it cause me some harm?
A surprising new study is linking hair dye and chemical straighteners to cancer.
A new study that says permanent hair dyes and chemical straighteners are linked to breast cancer.
New study is raising concerns about permanent hair dye.
Nah, it's perfectly safe, and besides, if you did get brain cancer, you'd have symptoms of some sort, like you'd be fucking mental. Here are some tips to keep you safe while your hair stays purpley.
Don't get dye on your body.
Few moments later.
Now that we know the science, let's look at the history of the purple hair dye, love. Originally, people used berries and shite and then moved to the big leagues when Hercules, god of thunder, ancestor of Stavros Halkias, found an erect sea snail and it juiced in his dog's mouth. Years later, Sir William Henry Perkin accidentally stole the Herculean snail nuts patent and invented Movine he did. Perkin was trying to make an artificial FDA-banned malaria medicine that caused severe hypersensitivity reactions and is one of the few natural things in the world that actually glows, like plutonium it does, due in part to its high radioactive potential. Many artificial dyes came as a result of this failed experiment, but purple was the original, and the most potato potent. Here we see the effects of the purple hair dye when it was first injected into a living organism and documented on film in Germany 1939. This simple maid is quite cute but rather bland. After just one dose, they become a sexy corporate boss bitch ready to take over corporate America and reign on The Bachelor. The modern trend of injecting mutagen PX41 into your hair began with the Nazis and then moved into the punks and celebrities in 1999 when MTV VMAs started really pumping out that kind of hairstyle. but by 2015 it reached critical mass. There was one problem though. The dyes faded easily, they did. This is because the chemical structure of diamovine is very unstable when exposed to sunlight. You're going to need to dye your bowl cut a lot, and the more you dye your bowl cut, the more radiant your brain gets with the glioma, and the more wonderful ideas you post on the internet you do, with your big fucking melted brain. This caused many wonderful ideas and things to pop into existence in what's now known as the Purple Revolution. In conclusion, purple hair dye is nature's unstable beauty makeover. It's the fastest growing fashion and beauty trend over the past 7 years, and forecasts projected to be the most popular hair colour in the post-apocalyptic future for men, women, cis men, dogs and salamanders, to such a degree that we will all have the beauty of purple atop our heads, glowing its sweet supple tones of radiation into our brains, making us all fucking mental.
It's been